Hello Aries and welcome. This video is for Aries sun, moon signs, rising ascendant, north node, south node. Basically doesn't matter if you're an Aries or not. You could have Aries in your Venus or your Mercury. That would be more like your love life or what you do, what you love about life. Or Mercury would be your mental processes kind of going on. So you can use this in a lot of different ways. A lot of people do cross-watching videos, which I find is a great tool to kind of help you get some extra insight. And so welcome, wherever you're here, even if it was none of the above reasons and you're just drawn here, then welcome. I'm sure that you can get something out of this video, okay? So this is actually not a lunch break video. This is after work. It's kind of a lunch break. It's a dinner break. I get a little break and then I got to go back to work. So I figured I'd come and say hi to you guys. So Aries, what is going on, okay? My tarot readings are a little bit different. It's my own style of a law of attraction, and a holistic healing type of a twin flame reading. So hopefully you like my style. If you do, please like and subscribe. And I'm just going to jump right in here and get started, okay? Okay. So you're kind of, I feel like maybe stuck in, not in between a rock and a hard place necessarily, but you may be stuck in between this old ending and this new beginning. Okay, you may have transformation on the mind, but you just feel like you haven't fully stepped out, okay? And that is fully within your grasp. You can definitely alter that if you want. You just have to kind of have this this faith and just take that leap and let her go. You know, I feel like you're pretty much almost there. You're pretty much ready. It's kind of like, what are you waiting for? So let's clarify this new beginning. And this, you know, this may be in the past. So it is possible that you've already kind of passed this stage. Okay. I'm getting a lot. When I use this deck, it tends to be a little bit more about love readings. So, but also it could be about just, again, things that you love or that you're passionate about right now. Okay. So like I said, we're wanting to make this new beginning probably in love. Okay, it's almost like, are we going to go? Are we going to stay? We're not quite sure if we want to kind of get back into union maybe with somebody or not, which I think this is happening honestly to a lot of people right now. It's a lot of back and forth energy. It's a lot of, we know we're starting something big, but again, we just don't know what the deal is, okay? We will find our way, but it might not necessarily, we can't force it. Sometimes you have to be okay with a little bit of separation, okay with a little bit of distance, okay with a little bit of mystery. And sometimes, honestly, that's what life is about. That actually helps the mystery actually helps to create the spark in a relationship. Whether it's a twin flame relationship or soulmate or, you know, a new relationship or whatever it is. Okay, I feel like you're in a place where you're wanting to stay very grounded, or you are staying very grounded. Okay, you're working on yourself. I'm seeing like you're putting yourself first. You know, you have a lot to take care of, a lot to do. You have like a lot of moving pieces as far as your everyday life. You may be very, very busy. You may be somebody who has, you know, a job where you just have to go, 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 go. Okay, but it's almost like you might be thinking about this transformation in regards to that. You might be thinking about, what is your life really going to look like if you transform your life in the way that you're thinking about it. You know what I mean? And you've got to really honestly be discerning with yourself. Okay, we got the Judgment card here, and again, it came after this really grounding energy of the King of Pentacles. So it's almost like, don't get too used to yourself and too cocky and not be able to even look at your own self, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes we think, oh, we're doing so well, or everything's great, so we don't need to do any more work on ourselves. And with that, I think it's like, yes, we do. We always need to keep growing, always need to keep transforming, and always need to keep looking inside of ourselves for ways that we can get better. And one of the ways that, you know, you may or may not have experience with, I'm getting that maybe you have, but is the shadow work. And I have a whole program with a lot of shadow work in there, kind of explaining how to do it. If you check out my playlist, I have lots of different, like I said, I on my KlaireeBerry Sanctuary page, I actually, which is a whole nother channel, actually, not a page, I actually have a whole playlist on shadow work. But again, the program that I'm making right now in the creative processes of making actually shows you how to do that as well in a maybe a little bit in depth, step-by-step process. So definitely check that out right now while it's free. Okay, so you have to use your judgments. If you're passing judgment, that's good. If you're passing judgment on your person, it's part of the deal. You're not just a judgmental bitch. This is actually here to help you. Okay, so step out of that ego place and thinking that all your judgments are just based on ego, and realize that it's part of helping you grow. It's part of helping you do your shadow work. And when you do your shadow work, your life will become magical. It's something we can do every single day to help really create our world. And I'm just seeing right off the bat, your relationship is going to transform. You're going to get very much closer with your person to like a familial level, in a positive way, you know, if that resonates with you. You're going to be able to turn this, you know, this, I don't know, you know, this, because there's something that happened maybe way back. I'm getting it. It's kind of, it's like you're healing it, but it was still there, you know, something that happened that is making you doubt, you know, that this relationship with yourself. Or, you know, again, if you're not in a relationship, you're not worried about anything like this, then just think about anytime I'm talking about a relationship as a relationship with yourself. And it's all about self-love in that case. Okay, but I am feeling like, so if, you know, you may be coming just into self-love, which you need to do anyway. You know, it's really all one and the same, because if you're trying to have a relationship, you need to love yourself first anyways, in order to get it to that really deep level where you feel so secure, you know that person's always going to be there for you. And, you know, a lot of this is about turning whatever negatives into positives, you know, and finding the silver lining, finding the growth that comes with our adversity and our struggles. Okay, so that was a great start, but we are having, you know, lots of energy here on a love relationship. And so going within and doing that shadow work is definitely going to help you manifest this, you know, this or any relationship in your future. Okay, so it takes some time off. You know, it's not about, oh, let's worry about what our other person is doing, let's be really obsessed with them. No, not overcompensating for them either. Anytime they want to hang out, oh sure, I'm available, when you're really busy and you really do have other things that you need to do. Drop everything, rush around to see them. No, you're putting yourself first. You're making sure you get enough rest, making sure that you're paying attention to not only, you know, like the self-love on the outside, like the physical stuff, you know, hair, nails, skin, etc., but making sure that you're doing all of the healing work for your inner and your outer child. Okay, so that's kind of what this next that's kind of what, it's where you're coming into right now, is like seeing something in a new way. You maybe, I'm really feeling this really calm, like peaceful kind of feeling as far as you, yeah, you're seeing things in a new way. You might be like picking up yoga, honestly, doing just even more stretches, or like I said, more like physical things that are making you feel good. And I really do feel like you might be getting your house in order. You might be cleaning out your car. You might be, working on your garden, you know, anything like this that's kind of like your home, your outer environment. Because when we work on stuff like that, then it really helps us to make our habits smooth and make everything else run smoothly. We can't forget that everything is really interconnected. So when you have this health and you're thinking about your health, you're thinking about all of these different types of health, not just your physical health, mental, emotional, spiritual, has to do with, again, your actions and your habits. And that includes your environmental, your feng shui in your home. That includes your financial health. That includes all of your social health. Okay. So these are the types of things that are kind of on your mind right now, and that you're really creating a good foundation for and just really building on every day and every week as well, and getting deeper and deeper into, I really feel like you're like getting into this state where you're like, everything you do is for a reason. You know what you're doing it all. Like, you're coming into your own. And that's good, because we've had a lot of new beginnings, you know, and it's felt like things were kind of crazy. Things were kind of, you know, and now the dust is kind of settling. And this is a good time again to kind of get your bearings and get all of this type of energy straight. Again, your finances, your social, your environmental, your feng shui, all of this stuff before it gets crazy again, you know, because we may be having a little respite from all of this changing energy. Okay. So Yeah, I really am seeing that, you have had this heartache, and it might be like this thing where you think you're fine, for a while, and then all of a sudden it hits you again. There may be some denial going on there. Okay, so you have to be careful with that, and you have to really kind of stop everything at some point and accept it, that yes, this is painful, yes, this is something that happened, and really just deal with it. And again, that shadow work is really what's going to help you to be able to do that. So as soon as you start that shadow work, you're going to start not only, I think, easing some of the pain that's already there, but you're really going to be preventing a lot of this types of, what you would think of as backstabbing, and people always fucking you over and this and that it always seems to happen to us, because you're dealing with the root cause of these things, which really truly is our beliefs and expectations. And those come into play for us in numerous different ways. And that's what the shadow work, again, is all about. So go check out the playlist to really find out about how you can do this. But I'm seeing that it's really going to help you. The shadow work, starting the shadow work, even when you first start it, is really going to help you be able to take back some power in your relationship. It's going to help you to maybe step away in a nice way. You don't have to throw a fit, yell, I'm not going to see you this weekend, I'm not going to see you forever. You don't have to be like that to claim your power. And yeah, a lot of us are kind of working on this same thing. It's a theme that's going on with the Libra sun right now. And also, especially, we're kind of dealing with a lot of the same themes in this Aquarius moon that we're in right now. So a lot about boundaries, a lot about setting boundaries. You don't have to set your boundaries in a mean way, in a loud way, or anything. In fact, it's going to be more effective if you're sweet and nice and gentle. If you're hurting, just say that. Say that you're trying to process it. Say that you need a little bit of space. Say that you'll call them next week, or, whatever. And you will see almost immediate, and in my case, like totally immediate changes and immediate new beginnings are opened up, and there's space for them at that point. Because a lot of times we don't even realize it, but we're pushing what we want away from us by having intention that is not 100% pure, or having like an air of desperation kind of surrounding what we want. You know what I mean? So like back here when we're hurting, that's all because we had this desperation energy, all because we couldn't set those boundaries, all because we were showing up anytime, our partner or whoever, could be work relationship. They want you to stay late. So you do anything, you stay late every single day, and then it backfires on you. And that type of energy is always going to backfire, because we always have to put ourselves first, no matter what. Okay. Yeah. If you have to work late one day, like I am today, you get paid for it. You make sure they pay you, but you don't knock yourself out for stuff like that. And this new beginning, I think, is really about true love, loving ourselves enough to know that we don't have to do that kind of stuff. We're cutting that stuff out and getting it the hell out of here. Okay. So your new beginning is also, of course, an ending, and that's always how it goes, isn't it? You're putting yourself first. You're knowing, this is just very so clear. Like, you're putting yourself first. You're knowing what you're worth, and you're showing that to the outside world as well. Okay. So again, I have videos on boundaries coming up, and also should have some. Check both the playlists again on this channel and KlaireeBerry Sanctuary as well. But this is all going to help you. And even when you start the work a little bit, you just know that you're turning a page in life. And this is something that's going to change your entire life. You're going to have this. I mean, if you're smart, you're going to keep using the shadow work and the inner child healing to transform your life for the rest of your life. And it's going to make you feel so secure in your own thoughts, and especially your own emotions, to where you can handle anything. You're just kind of this chill person, that you just kind of let the, water roll off the duck's back, and like nothing really bothers you, because you're really going within. So you know that if there's something out there that you need to change, you're going to change it by going within. And this is going to create absolutely drastic change in your life right away. And the more work you do, the more change you're going to see, and the faster you're going to change. You're going to see that change as well. And it's going to make you a better manifester. The program also has the start of it is all about the law of attraction. Okay, so that's going to help you to really manifest what you want. And all of it goes together. I think it's all very necessary for just coming into this state where we know, again, we know what we deserve. We know who we are. and therefore we know what we're doing. And it helps us, to figure out what we're passionate about. There's a lot of options out there, what to do, what to say, what to think. And sometimes even if our mind's in the right place, we know what we want, or we think we know what we want, we haven't aligned our actions. But you don't want to waste your energy on anything that is not absolutely connected to the really true ideal of what you want. And what I'm getting is choose your battles. Choose your battles. All of this is going to help. Okay, it's all kind of pulling it all together for you. Yeah, and as you get better in your mind, and it's going to actually affect your emotions, and they're both going to balance each other out, and that is all the internal side of the law of attraction. That's what you have to do first, is get that mind right and get those emotions right. So yeah, I'm definitely saying go to the program, because the program actually starts with the law of attraction and then goes into the shadow work. So both of those are going to be really beneficial for you. Okay, so we did get a Tower card, and I don't normally get those at the end of the reading. Okay, so you may have something coming up, and this may be a little bit of a warning, saying if you're not going to start the shadow work or continue the shadow work, then you may have some issues, because this Tower moment doesn't even show, this Tower card does not even show people falling. Okay, it almost says that whenever you do this shadow work, you're like these birds, okay, that are flying above the Tower moment. These Tower moments are going to happen. You're just going to be removed. You're not going to get sucked into them like you used to, because you're going to be too busy focusing on what you want. Okay, and this is what it's all about, you guys. If you want love, if you want anything, focus on yourself. Okay, this is absolutely, you are the superstar. It's a diva energy in a way of putting yourself first, but again, not in a negative way. You know what I mean? You just take care of yourself first, your inner, so that you can fill up other people's love cups. And then you can give and give and give endlessly, because your source is endless. But if your source is not endless, then you're going to go dry trying to help other people, whether it's your family, your friends, your loved one, your significant other, etc. So it's about the give and take, but it's also about all of this manifestation. And every single Tower moment, every single negative thing that happens to us, there is a silver lining. Look at all this beauty and magic, if you look at it objectively. Those are silver linings. That lightning, all of this. It may feel rocky and stormy when you're going through it, but if you can get that vantage point from looking in the outside in, then guess what? It's beauty. This is just the life. It's the energy of life. It's going to happen. But it's only happening because we need to learn something. And the worse it is, the worse pain you're in, the more you need to learn whatever it is you need to learn. So do that shadow work. Okay, it's kind of straightforward here. Okay, but it's definitely going to help you. Again, I'm feeling like most of this is just all within your relationships. Again, it doesn't have to fully be, your loved one, but I am seeing a lot of wands, a lot of passion, a lot of like cups that have to do with love. So I am, again, really feeling this for you. Okay? And you're going to come out on top, especially when you do the shadow work and kind of go back. And the shadow work goes into the inner child healing. So it's like you just get deeper and deeper. And then you just go through every day and you're doing the same thing. You're realizing what you need to deal with. You know what you want. Things just become so much easier when you're in your power like this. When you kind of conquer yourself. And again, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to make things easier. It can make things easier overnight. It can definitely change things in a big way overnight. Okay? I feel like there's something that you maybe have wanted to be really excited about. Like you wanted to get to passion back, whether it's passion about life, passion about your relationship. And I feel like it is coming. And I feel like this work that you're doing, going within, is really going to make it all come together on the outside as well. And that's something that is like really, seems like you really want right now. And it doesn't all have to be, again, about love. It could be about just passion for life, passion for some endeavor, maybe some art, maybe something you used to do when you were a teenager, or something you wish you always would have tried, something like that. Okay, so a couple of cards before we go here. Yeah, it's all about focusing on yourself. It's all about kind of like counting your blessings. Yeah, just traveling. Just keep and stay humble, knowing that you can learn so much right now. And learning, I think really learning about, again, this whole program because it's just, this is really well balanced mix between the law of attraction and the shadow work. So that's where you need to start. And then you'll get to the inner child healing work eventually. And you're going to transform your life. You are going to transform everything. This is a definitely in the future card here. And look how it's like a dream. It's like a dream. She's definitely receiving a bounty. She's open. I feel like she's made some transformations with her physical body here. With her, you know, maybe getting in shape a little bit better. Maybe, you know, I'm seeing definitely getting in touch with your spirit guides too. And becoming healthier. This is all going to help you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially, every single thing. That's why it's called the holistic healing. That's what it's all about. Okay, one more, last one. Yeah, this is going to help you for the long haul. It's going to change your life. It's going to change you and your partner's relationship. If you want to have like a partner for the rest of your life and you have somebody in mind, I feel like this is very good energy for you to get there. Like till death do us part type of stuff here. But again, it is a pathway that is like, it's not the wide road. You know what I mean? It's the narrow path that you really have to figure out how to maneuver, how to see things in a new way. Make sure that you're focused on this new beginning. Okay? Because this new beginning is all about this spiritual transformation that you're going through right now. Okay? It's pretty clear again. So definitely check out some other readings. I've got private readings. If you want to do a personal reading, check out my description box or KlaireeBerry.com for the most up-to-date pricing. I have a direct coaching club that is unlimited for life, one-time joining at a very low price right now while I'm getting that started. So let me know if you are interested in that. KlaireeBerry@gmail.com. Again, all the info is in the descriptions. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, and of course, like I said, KlaireeBerry.com. Thanks again. I will see you guys so soon. Be sure to watch, you know, like I said, your moon as well, maybe your Venus, different things, cross-watching, lots of videos up. Check out my playlist, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.